If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
As a proud member of the Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance, Coalition Restoration stands out by providing thorough property assessments, personalized customer service, and top-notch craftsmanship. With years of experience in the industry, Coalition Restoration has built a notable reputation for having a team filled with skilled professionals and possessing the expertise to handle any roofing project, big or small. Visit their website today for a free roof assessment at www.coalitionrestoration.com or give them a call at 402-607-8186. Attention students and anyone else looking for a great deal. Sun Valley Lanes and Games has the ultimate weeknight special. For just $15.95, enjoy unlimited bowling, lucky putt mini golf, and laser tag. Flash your college ID at check-in to receive $2 off your admission. It's the perfect way to unwind Sunday through Thursday nights. Check out sunvalleylanes.com for hours and availability. Sun Valley Lanes and Games, located at 321 Victory Lane.
Lincoln's best place to meet, eat, and compete. Sun Valley.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel is the answer to all your lunch and dinner cravings. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burnt-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Don't forget their great sides like mac and cheese, cheesy potatoes, barbecue beans, or red slaw. Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel, open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships, one with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Now's the time to get your John Deere equipment inspected and prepared for next season. Acres trained technicians will thoroughly evaluate your machine and get it running at peak performance. And for a limited time, Acres is offering early inspection incentives. Sign up before December 15th and qualify for a discount on parts installed by Acres. Get no interest and no payments until November of 25 with approved financing through John Deere Financial. Some restrictions apply. Contact your nearest Acres location for details.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting book. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
With a wide variety of menu options, including the best prime and Wagyu steaks in Lincoln, if you haven't been to Tavern 180, you're missing out. Try any of their steak options paired with one of their well-known martinis, and this will soon become your favorite date night spot. Call your friends for a casual get-together where steak, shrimp, chicken, and tasty cocktails await your arrival. Tavern 180, located next door to Tanner's at 30th and Yankee Hill.
Welcome to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska East Sports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Monday. I guess I'm going to just call it a Victory Monday because we never lost. So, Victory Monday.
Nebraska did not lose, but they also did not win.
Oh, well, it's a victory because it was a good weekend for everyone.
It was a great weekend.
We'll have AG and AD with us here in about 2.2 seconds.
Yeah.
So, how was your weekend, Nick?
It was really, really splendid. Enjoyed the Saturday without Husker football. Yeah. Enjoyed it. Watched a lot of college football just in general. It was a great day of college football. Obviously,
some crazy games.
This last weekend was a weekend that everybody circled at the start of the season, saying, "Yeah, this might be the one that everybody kind of watches." However, the way that teams are playing, this next weekend might be even more intriguing. Obviously, the Nebraska-Indiana matchup. You have LSU going on the road to Arkansas. Georgia, Texas play each other. There's another top 20 matchup I'm missing on
Alabama,
in there.
Tennessee.
That's right. Yes, that's right. Alabama, Tennessee.
Because right now Alabama has no clue where they're at.
Yeah, and it's shocking. It is shocking.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going to happen there. I mean, they played so good against Georgia. I mean, they played first half really good against Georgia, and then second half. Since that second half, it's been a rough riding for Alabama.
Well, and it feels like there's a lot of pressure that Kalen DeBoer's probably feeling right now, understandably so. But there's a lot of pressure on Kalen DeBoer right now as we bring in AG. What's up, AG?
Not much. How you guys doing?
Good, man. You had yourself quite the weekend.
Yeah, traveling up here to Wisconsin. Wasn't sure. I didn't know I was getting announced like that. I was like, a subtle surprise. I knew I was doing a lot of the festivities. They bring alumni up and meet and greet with fans, and we get to tell our stories about playing in Lambeau Field. But then I was like, we got to move up there to get close to the tunnel. And I saw the guys coming out and everything, and I was like, oh, we're doing that too. So I hadn't done that in a few years. So no, it was a nice subtle surprise.
We also have AD in here. AD, are you in Tempe? Is that where you're at?
Yes, downtown Tempe.
Nice. Guys, I'll start with this. Just because I'm guessing that he's listening. You know what my favorite number is nowadays?
47.
It is 38.
38.
The margin that the Detroit Lions defeated the Dallas Cowboys by on the road in Jerry's World on Jerry's birthday.
Yeah.
The Detroit Lions 47-9 butt whooping over the Dallas Cowboys.
I loved every bit of it.
I know.
You know what Pete responded with today?
What's that?
The old Mike Gundy clip. Come at me, bro. I'm 40.
He knows it. He does it too. Here's the thing. He was texting me before the game yesterday, about 3 p.m. He wasn't saying anything outlandish. I will give him that. I will be 100% honest. He wasn't saying He wasn't saying anything outlandish, but he was talking about the Dallas Cowboys just a little bit. And then he was making some comments on my attire that I was wearing during the youth football stuff again. And here's the thing, though. I never received a text after about 3:30 p.m. yesterday afternoon, and I don't blame him one bit.
Hey, that's Dallas fans, man. They get talking about how good their team is, but a lot of fans do this, right? I mean, it's all across professional sports.
AG,
it is
not like Dallas though. They are the worst.
Yeah, we say that because this is the only team. But you go to NHL fans, you go to baseball fans. It all seeps into some fan base, unfortunately, where they get over confident about their team, overzealous, and they just think like I know with my guys, like my fans here in Green Bay, Wisconsin, when before the season starts, we're going to the Super Bowl. I'm like, hold up, the season preseason ain't even started.
Yeah.
Pump your brakes. But I think it goes deep because with Cowboys, I remember even when I was a kid, and they've been doing this I think they still do it now and then, is where it opens up a Fox broadcast or a CBS broadcast when the Cowboys are playing at home. It'll say, "Oh, America's team is playing against so-and-so."
Oh, my God.
And I think that right there is what just chaps everybody's hide about Cowboys, that the newscasters, the affiliates that are carrying the games year over year are always adding that anecdote. And of course, everybody else is like, what are you talking about? They haven't done this in so long, this, that, and the other. You go back to when Romo was a quarterback, that they have not had a season where they've, gotten to where they should be with the talent they have on their roster.
Let me ask you this, you guys. And AG, everything you said is exactly the truth. I'm going to push back in that their fans are unrealistic. They are obnoxious. They are crazy. They are deranged.
Raff?
And I'm talking about one person in particular. That's Pete Ferguson. Because AG,
I'm kind of new to this, so I've seen a little bit of Pete, but I haven't seen a whole lot. Okay.
The thing about you guys, Nick, yourself blessed. I don't even dislike the Cowboys. The thing about it, though, AG, I don't even dislike them. I like Dak Prescott, and Raff will say I like Dak Prescott.
Yeah,
he's got an amazing story of what he went through and gone through as a kid, everything like that.
I saw him play his last college football game in the Orange Bowl.
Yes,
against Navy.
Okay.
It was just, and I found out his story during that trip. I was like, I didn't know that. I was like, between his mom passing and just everything, I thought it was a cool story.
That dude has been through some stuff. It's just Pete Ferguson. And he came in the studio a week ago today, AG.
Yep.
Remember that, fellas? With his Michael Irvin jersey, talking about we them boys, how that feel. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Came in the studio on air, AG. Made a special stop to rub it in my face. And think, as a Steelers fan, I know Pittsburgh's gonna cough up about 6 or 7 games they shouldn't lose. I'm like, you know what? It happened, we roll on.
Right.
Cowboys fans like to rub it in your face. I'm thinking, you know what? The tables have turned. You got boat raced at home on Jerry Jones' birthday by 38.
Here's the deal, guys. I mean, it's probably not the best look if I just storm into a school wearing a Detroit Lions jersey and go into Pete Ferguson's office and say, "How do you like them apples?" Right? It wouldn't be funny. He hasn't shown up today. I haven't seen him today.
But
he also knows that I can't just storm into a school. I would never.
You would get tased, homie. You would get tased. Right at this moment in our world and time, you get tased.
He get tased, man. We got a lot of NFL to discuss. Pete Ferguson. I did a welfare check on him yesterday, guys. It took him a number of hours to respond to a post that I put up. And then DeAndre Melvin, Iggy, my homeboy Iggy. This is what he said, AG. Now, last week, their roster was just fine. Now, this week, he posts, our roster is depleted. What are you talking about?
We're terrible. We're terrible.
I mean, oh, well.
That is awesome. That's incredible. We got a question on the text line, AG. It says, I'm curious which NFL team AG enjoyed beating the most.
Oh, man. That's an easy answer. Chicago Bears. I just love doing it because, one, it was a rivalry game. And then 2, it helped us, we beat them 2 times in a row, or at least get a win up on them in the season. That was all about playoffs. And they were right down the street. And we kind of knew these guys. It was like the closest feeling to a high school rivalry. Like I went to Omaha North and I transferred to Central, then it became a rivalry that felt like that. So, because we knew those guys, because I would see those guys in the offseason more than I would sometimes see my teammates, because I would go down to Chicago. Once I met my wife and we started going down there to visit her family, so I would see those guys 2 or 3 times. We'll go to downtown. I go to eat at a restaurant, and I'm seeing Urlacher or Briggs or Sweet Pea, the cornerback. And it was just like, oh, what's up, man? But it wasn't. And the thing was, you know what? In person, it was no trash talking amongst us, and even if it was on that level, it wasn't much at that time what they would have to say to me. So. I had dominated.
AG, let's just be honest here.
What's up?
It's just because it's your wife's favorite team and you just wanted to beat them. Just to...
No. It was business. It wasn't personal. She knew that. I didn't trash talk at home either. I'm not a notorious trash talker. I'm not even great at it. I'll just say that. I'm not good at
Yeah,
that
you're
stuff.
not. Yeah.
I'm not. I try, and I'm just like, only time I get good is when I find a moment where it's just one of them. It's an easy. Oh, I could just throw in a one-liner, then boom, I did it, and I'm out. That's about it. But
you always try to exit the room on top. You always try to exit the room. Once you get one joke to land,
that's it.
I'm out. You gotta leave. You gotta walk away. Learn when to walk away.
Yep, and I learned that with me being a comedy and telling stories. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not really that funny, but I can find my moments to kind of satire the whole session. There you go.
AD and AG, before you guys joined, I was telling Raff that this last college football weekend, and we're up against the break, but this last college football weekend was the one at the beginning of the year where we all circled. However, if you look ahead at this week's schedule, it might even be better than last week's, and that's kind of tough to believe when we had so many good finishes. Tennessee and Florida went to overtime right in Neyland Stadium down there in Knoxville. Obviously, Vanderbilt beat Kentucky on the road, so a second straight win for Vandy against another SEC opponent. Obviously, the Oregon-Ohio State game was really, really fun to watch. I mean, we'll see if
Purdue, Illinois.
Yeah, right. Like Purdue, Illinois. What the heck? So we'll see if I think Michigan goes to Illinois this weekend. So that's another Big Ten game that's certainly, kind of one to keep an eye on top of the big noon game that features the Huskers.
That's good.
There's something I want to bring up when we come back. And then we'll talk a little bit last night's scores, MLB, just kind of those scores roundup. But I know we really want to talk about college football overall. I mean, it's probably going to be the most of the show because there's so much that happened in the NFL as well.
A lot of big games,
a lot of big games, AG. There's something I want to bring up when we come back relating to the Purdue-Illinois game, which we'll discuss too. And obviously, Rutgers getting absolutely destroyed by Wisconsin as well. So there's a lot of parity, a lot of things that took place. But, Raff, you want to take us a break, my man?
All right, we'll throw it a break. Just the drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and my schedule can get a little hectic. From softball practices to going to class, traveling for games, spending time with family, and catching up with friends, I am always on the go. I want a bank that can help me from anywhere, but also be there when I need them. That's Midwest Bank. They have the same mobile banking technology as those big banks, but have that hometown feel that I like every time I walk through the doors. They make banking easy no matter where I am. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive. Always honest answers.
Now's the time to get your John Deere equipment inspected and prepared for next season. Acres trained technicians will thoroughly evaluate your machine and get it running at peak performance. And for a limited time, Acres is offering early inspection incentives. Sign up before December 15th and qualify for a discount on parts installed by Acres. Get no interest and no payments until November of 25 with approved financing through John Deere Financial. Some restrictions apply. Contact your nearest Acres location for details.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln. It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot. just north of 48th and Lake, and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in October. Try their brand new caramel apple butter cream cheese or apple coffee cake muffins through their new partnership with local apple orchard, Picnic Hill. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships. One with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, this deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Monday. Pete, Nick cannot come down to the school right now because he has to produce the show.
Yeah.
So whatever you have waiting for him, I mean, if it's a beatdown, I can't expect it's that bad because not a bunch of fighting the Cowboys.
Here he is.
He's here. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Come on in. Come on in.
Oh, no. Oh,
come on in.
Oh, boy.
Come on in.
Oh, he might need the pass.
Is he there?
Yeah, he's here. He just showed up from the school.
Come on in.
man. Oh, he does not look happy.
It's a pleasure to see you, my friend.
Same.
I'm here. I'm still here.
Hey, G, congratulations. I appreciate you. The
Yeah.
man you are.
Thank you.
I got to get you on the camera here, Pete. Hold on,
Oh,
so everybody can see the loser.
Oh, wow. Good gracious.
There you are.
Is
There he is.
The star is not as normal.
Yeah, it's
star
not,
colors.
it's not as
Yeah.
bright as
Well,
it usually is.
you know what?
Are you in mourning?
Camouflage, because it was last night. I mean, yesterday afternoon it was.
You know what? The color of that Hey, Pete.
It was a crucial catch, and I do want everybody to go get checked, but there was nothing being caught yesterday.
Hey, Pete, I'm gonna tell you the color of that sweatshirt
without.
Yeah,
Hey,
right.
Pete,
Go ahead, AD.
Pete, the color of your sweatshirt is the same color of substance y'all played like last night, man.
The color of your sweatshirt is the same color of the substance you played like last night.
Straight dookie. Straight dookie.
God bless.
I'm not gonna take too much of your time, but Nick,
yeah,
I did send a text. I do hope you come into a school unannounced.
Jeez,
sometime in the next month.
He's still
horrible.
He's still got that restraining order.
Yeah, no, it didn't have to be about a restraining order.
Yeah,
no, he still got the previous one.
He will show up on Channel 8, Channel 11.
Oh, man.
At every station.
Nick went viral.
Hey, I was quiet because I was working. I did have a meeting. We were kicking off the MLK Youth Rally.
It's probably for the best that you did not get to watch the game.
I was catching snippets.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to be focused to our children.
Oh, yep.
You wouldn't know anything about
Speaking
that quite
of,
yet.
speaking of, was at youth football for 2 hours yesterday.
Yeah, no, I saw great attire. Thanks for not supporting the after party.
I did ask the administrators your question that you sent me, and they said it's certainly something we can discuss.
And then last thing, I do want to thank AD and Raff, especially AD. Some people that were very, very quiet. All of a sudden, I got about 20 new Facebook friends that want to connect.
Wow.
Now, none of them are for business-related things.
Yeah.
Right. Trash talking.
Well, anti-cowboy.
But they all seem to, for some reason, seem to know me really well. So I'm looking at maiden names to make sure they're all official, because some of them said they knew me in high school. But
oh, yikes.
There weren't any brothers there where I went to high school, so I don't think that's them.
That is awesome.
Pete, the thing about it, man, I was telling a buddy of mine, we were talking last night. I said it's fun to mess with Cowboys fans because Steelers fans, we're used to it. I mean, I know Pittsburgh's going to drop 6 or 7, possibly 8. They shouldn't lose, but we roll with it. We have a good time. Here's a serious question. All jokes aside, a serious question. What does Dallas's roster? Obviously, there's injuries. You got Micah Parsons that's out of there. Others not healthy. You got a few others that are out of there. Dallas, though, Pete, is this a situation to where McCarthy has to be worried? Because that team is too talented, way too talented on both sides of the ball to be losing like that to anybody as far as that goes. I mean, this is seriously, all seriousness.
Yeah, no.
Does McCarthy have to make some changes, or is Jerry Jones going to make some changes?
Something's going to have to happen. I mean, the last 4 home games, I think if you looked, and AG, you'd know this, I mean, being in the league, but I mean, the last 4 home games, they've been down at half by either 19 or more points. The last 4 home games. Like, you don't invest in that stadium. You don't invest in that community. You lose on the road, but once you start impacting the income at home, that to me becomes, I mean, that's the Huskers. Yeah. I mean, that's the same thing. Once you start impacting on the income at home, it becomes different. It just becomes very, very different. And they've got injuries, they've got people on the side, but you cannot, like, that is a machine down there, financially, and not just for this, not just for Arlington, but for the state.
Oh, for the country.
And then I think it becomes a pride thing. And when when pride starts getting in the way, and when pride starts getting in the way with, let's just be honest, with older men with money. I mean, let's just speak the truth.
Well, Texans don't have to worry about it much anymore because the Houston Texans will run the state from now on.
They will never, even if they win, they will never surpass what
America's
the Cowboys can do for that revenue. So he's got, I mean, it's a bye week, time to sit and think. and then you do it on somebody's birthday.
Yeah. Let me ask you this though, guys. Let me ask you this. After a game like that, would you want AG, you played at that level? Would you want to buy a week, or would you want to get right back in there and say, hey, we got to get this thing fixed? Or would you want to buy a week?
I mean, it's what it is. The schedule say basically. I'm like, it don't matter. We got to figure it out.
I know it doesn't matter, but I'm saying, would you prefer a bye week if you had a choice? Would you prefer a bye week after a game like that, or would you prefer to play right away?
I would say play right away. I mean, if I had a choice, but really, like I said, it's just if you're a professional, this how your mind works like this. When you have a game like this, when your team did not perform up to par or the standard of the organization, you want to get back on the field right away as soon as possible, because you want to correct the mistakes as a player. You want to make the adjustments as a coaching staff still to do the same thing. Make all the adjustments, make the changes, and have a conversation. This might be a week where I had a few weeks when I was playing where we call player-only meetings, and we checked each other. And this is a time to where either Dak or somebody on the defense have to say, hey, we got to have a player-only meeting. We got to pull up on each other and be like, what's going on?
Yeah, they'll probably have to have a meeting next week, though, because don't the Cowboys go to Cancun during their bye weeks?
Wow.
Oh,
I'm gonna let y'all go, but I agree with what you said. I think anybody in sports, even in your middle school, high school, whatever, you want to play right away as much as you can to go ahead and just get back if you're healthy. I think the other part of it is who runs that meeting. I have the utmost respect for Dak, and I heard you all speaking about it earlier. Like, nobody can question the type of man, the type of person he is, the father. He's an outstanding player. Yeah, I think, but there comes a point when it's just, what is that respect? And I can't tell you there's not 5 other individuals that I would put in Dallas as a quarterback over him without question. But Micah Parsons has that respect, but he's been injured. He's been out. And then you can't have CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb has not showcased the maturity. I'm not saying he doesn't have it, but he has not showcased the maturity. And so his numbers aren't there. So that for him to call it, unless he's going to say, I'm completely responsible, I'm going to turn some things around.
Part of the problem.
And it's just that. And I don't think he's at that point to do that. No. And then you don't have other people. And I think there was some intentionality done with that. Jerry Jones is the first one walking through the tunnel into the locker room. And that's what you're showing. Like that to me shows right there, you're absent of leadership, and there's some intentionality done with that. So if you have the success, it's not on somebody else's shoulder. You get to have it. And that's the piece that until that's not leadership. That's not leadership.
Pete, I mean, here's the thing. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think it all really started. It really, really escalated when they allowed Amari Cooper to walk.
True.
I mean, we talk about the youth of CeeDee Lamb. Things like that can not make or break a young player's career, but it can certainly get them on the correct path sooner rather than maybe delaying it a little bit more.
I think it might have all started when they let Jimmy Johnson go.
You know
what?
You
talking about 30 years ago, man.
Hey, I know you didn't want Cowboys all day, all the time, but I'm going to come in every Monday with the same energy, regardless. Like I said, my daughter tried to question me. I'm heading over to the attorney to rewrite some things in the will. We just can't play that way. And so I am gifting things to Tony Romo, Roger Staubach, and Tony Dorsett. They will be primary beneficiaries after my wife. So, with that being said, I appreciate y'all.
Pete, have a good one, brother.
You too.
Take us to break, Raff.
See you later, Pete.
All right, we're going to throw it to break. This is the official Monday Cowboy Rundown. 93.7 The Ticket.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in October. Try their brand new caramel apple butter cream cheese or apple coffee cake muffins through their new partnership with local apple orchard, Picnic Hill. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, this deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Tailored Life is your headquarters for all things fall in Bennett. Make the short drive down Highway 2 for tons of items for your home, both indoors and outdoors. Check out their variety of potted trees, mums, and more. Plus, porch pots and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Don't forget their home goods for indoors, plus convenient drinks and snacks, most of which are produced locally. Visit Tailored Life today in Bennett and stay tuned to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck events coming up.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Anderson Ford, Tanner's Bar and Grill, Tavern 180, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Vinnie Kreekak of State Farm Insurance, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we want to thank all of our customers for a great September. And now it's time for our annual Halloween sales event happening right now at Koppel. Get 0% financing at Koppel. You heard right, 0% financing on select new models. Also, huge discounts up to $11,500 are available. It's our annual Halloween sales event. Get $11,500 off or 0% financing at Koppel. So please stop on by or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. 0% with roof credit.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session, and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
This is where it happens. long hikes with friends, kayaking adventures with family, more horseback riding, zipline gliding, rock face climbing, hammock camping fun than you could ever imagine. And it's all outdoors, amongst the trees and across the prairie, here beneath Nebraska skies. Plan an outing today at yournebraskaadventure.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
Probably the best locker room entertainment ever. You know, listening to
Have you seen the Will Compton's videos before? How does that compare?
What does he say at the end of that thing? I like that part. What does he say?
He uses your go big.
Oh, that's
red.
what he uses, my go big red. Right, right.
That's not your go big red. How is that Vershawn's go big red? That's been a chant long before Vershawn.
That's my go big red. It's mine.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Monday. It's nice outside, a little brisk. I guess it is October. We can't always have sunny and 85 every single day.
It is a little chilly.
I see it's 39 degrees in Lincoln right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Supposed to get up to 65.
Yeah, it's pretty chilly today.
You know what though? I don't even mind. I wouldn't even mind, man. Yesterday here in Phoenix, it was ridiculous still. It was
over
ridiculous. 100? I don't know if it hit 100. I think it was about 98. Close. So might as well say 100. You know, you might as well go with it. AG, what was it like? What's it like in GB?
It was typical October weather, so it was a little rainy and a little chilly, probably in the upper 40s, low 50s.
Oh wow!
And I think that's what slowed the Cardinals down right there, because it was a run oriented game. Even though you had some touchdown passes thrown, Josh Jacobs had a hell of a game, and actually Connor was on his way, but the defense did a real good. Packers defense did a good job at punching that ball out on him and a few other runners. Once they got the ball, they went for the strip and got it out of there. So that was kind of the advantage. It was actually in their last three drives, Arizona had 3 turnovers. And all were punched out. Was all strip, punch out, defenders getting at the ball. So it's just like, man, they just had to be a little bit more focused, and they needed to hold on to that ball. But Arizona, like I said, Arizona could not do that, so it helped out the defense.
Ah, gotcha. Well, in history today, there is a lot of history. One that I totally forgot about this game. There's a lot of sometimes the games just in the year stack on you. There's certain games and things you forget. You're like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. One Husker history. Oh gosh, I just had it and went away for a second. Let me see here. Oh well, Raff, get yours, and I had it up and it went off real fast, but I'll bring it back up here. Go with yours, big dog.
My history on this day in 2003, Steve Bartman became the most infamous man in Chicago when he deflected a ball that Moises Alou was about to catch.
The baseball game. Yes, I remember that.
At least the curse is broken, so we don't have to worry about it anymore.
But Raff, just in case folks don't remember that, tell them, go more in detail about that though, man, because I'm just glad that guy's still alive.
Yeah, it was. I think it was the 8th inning.
I believe so. You're right.
8th inning. Marlins hit a pop fly up to left field. Moises Alou was tracking it over to the wall. And as he went to catch it, one of the fans, Steve Bartman, reached out.
Yeah.
He was just a fan trying to catch the ball. And he deflected the ball, and it prevented Moises Alou from making the catch. And then the Marlins went on and got a couple hits, a couple runs, and eliminated the Cubbies and the whole entire city of Chicago. I mean, it'd been a long time since Chicago, because they hadn't won that World Series yet, because that was a few years later.
Yeah.
So
there was the curse, right?
Everybody
thought that there was the curse of Steve Bartman, because the Cubs were they were atrocious in the middle of 2000s, and so on and so forth. And then eventually they broke through, and they won the World Series in 2016. So once they won the World Series, the curse is broken. We're good. The Cubs are good. They're winners, right? They're going to be just.
Yeah, I mean, he went out. I mean, they took him basically into hiding.
Nobody knew where he was at. Like it was a very, very interesting situation.
That's a fan. Those are Cub fan bases, man. Just like Cowboy fan bases, they brutal. You gotta watch his back. That guy had to watch his back. That guy had to watch his back.
I'll be honest here. So we talk about like the Cowboys fans, like Cubs fans are probably that of baseball, where their team is always way better than they actually are, and there's other problems. Roster's depleted. The management sucks. Right. Like this year, they couldn't say anything because they went out and paid, $8 million a year for a manager, reset the manager market, and they still suck. So, they even re-signed one of their MVP candidate last year, Cody Bellinger, and they still suck. So, it is what it is. But
tell me how you really feel, Nick. Just tell me how you really feel.
They're much better than the record indicates. Okay, it's just they should be in the playoffs. They're in a crappy division. They get no help from the Pirates. They get no help from the Cardinals. They are just atrocious.
Keep the Pirates name out your mouth.
Sorry. Here's the deal. The Pirates got prospects. The Cardinals got prospects. The Reds got a new manager in Terry Francona this offseason. And the Cubs are just in neutral. They're stuck in mud. There's a guy, Big Frank from Barstool. He calls the Mets feeble. The Cubs are feeble. I mean, they are feeble right now.
The Mets were feeble yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, I tell you what, in Husker history, I know you guys remember this gentleman, man, because he it seems so hard to believe, though, that he was this far along ago. In 2004, Joe Daly passes for 5 TDs in the school record. 342 yards as the Huskers blow out Baylor 59-27. I forgot about Joe Daly throwing that many yards, man. 5 touchdowns he threw for against Baylor in 2004, 20 years ago, for 342 yards to beat Baylor 59-27 on Husker history. Also in Husker history, this is way back in the day, if you would. In 1949, the Huskers are held to just 25 yards of total offense. Still the lowest total in the record at Nebraska, and a 22-7 loss to Penn State. Nebraska's only score came on Ron Clark's 82-yard punt return. 25 total yards. So anytime we think Nebraska offense is struggling, just think back to 1949. 25.
What you got for us, AG?
I got a fun game. Everybody knows this game, Pac-Man. So in 1980, to create the Pac-Man symbol, all it took was a missing slice of pizza that inspired Namco's Toru Otani to create Pac-Man, which went on sale that July in 1980. So that year, version of Pac-Man for the Atari 2600 became the first arcade hit to appear on a home console, and then 2 years later, Miss Pac-Man strikes by coming into breaking the gender equality barrier and becoming the best-selling arcade game of all times. So there you go. 1980. Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man gets introduced.
That was a popular game. Good Lord.
Yes, it was.
Walk up. Get
the pattern down. Get your pattern down, man.
I got a trivia question. Where does Joe Daly coach football at today?
North Carolina?
Not anymore.
I'm not sure. That's the last place I remember is North Carolina.
Oh, interesting trivia question, Raff.
Great trivia question.
Would you guys like to know the answer?
Yeah, of course.
Hampton football.
Oh, I would have guessed that. Yeah.
I thought he was at North Carolina too. I looked it up to see where he was still at. I was like, oh, it's
Hampton
now.
So like
University.
Hampton University?
Yep,
okay.
Hampton.
Yep, absolutely. Heard of Hampton.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I've heard of Hampton. That's a NAIA or what is Hampton? Or D1?
That I'm not sure of. I'll look that up over the break.
Another thing before Raff takes us to break, guys. Something just to take note of today for Husker fans to be on the lookout for. We will find out Nebraska Ohio State kickoff time later today. So would imagine I mean there's a chance that it's big noon kickoff for the second straight week for the Huskers. However, wouldn't be surprised if it was a 2:30 or so either, unless NBC decides to pick it up and it's a nighttime 6:30 kickoff for on NBC.
I could see us going prime time.
Not really sure which one Husker fans would prefer for that one.
Yeah, it's not the fans have nothing to do with it.
No, obviously not. No, I'm just saying for preferential.
Yeah.
Would you rather it be at 11 a.m. if Nebraska is, an underdog, or would you rather them play and be an underdog at night. They haven't had the best experiences.
Well, at night, there's more eyes on it because a lot of games are over.
It doesn't matter when they play them. They're going to shock the nation.
That's the plan.
And they just haven't had the greatest experiences in the shoe in Columbus at night before.
Things change. It's another year, partner.
Things are changing.
You know what, Raff, you mentioned Hampton. I wanted to make sure I was clear, but I was almost positive that's an HBCU out there, Historically Black College University. It's Hampton University. It's a
They're in the
Historically Black
Colonial
College.
Athletic Association. Is that?
Yeah. HBCU.
Yeah, but I want to make. I didn't know if I was like, I'm almost. In fact, I knew it was, but because never mind. I spoke at a conference where the Hampton students were at an HBCU conference, and I was almost positive that I know Hampton's an HBCU school, been around for a very long time as far as that goes. But nevertheless, great school.
They play Saturday against North Carolina A&T.
Yep, another HBCU. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, we'll throw it to break. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Hi, I'm State Senator Bo Ballard. I was born and raised right here in Lancaster County. I understand the value of hard work by being involved in our family business. I built my own company, creating jobs right here in our community. Nebraska families and business owners need lower taxes, more affordable health care, and a great education system. That is why I fought for the largest tax cut in Nebraska history, reduce the cost of health care, and help pass the biggest investment in our public schools. I'm Senator Bo Ballard, and I humbly ask for your vote on November 5th, paid for by Ballard for Nebraska.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old-fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier Kawasaki dealership. Score big on Kawasaki's most dependable side-by-side, the Mule Pro, built to take on your most demanding days. Rule the streets on an Indian motorcycle with customer cash and trade-in credits up to $2,000 during the month of October. On or off-road, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered with large selection of motorcycles and side-by-sides in stock at their new 27th and I-80 location. Stop by every Saturday for their Husker tailgate with free food, drinks, and games.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Wellman Plumbing at 402-434-2400 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-434-2400.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
You never think cancer will happen to you. I smoked for over 40 years. My doctor recommended that I get annual lung cancer screening. They were able to catch my cancer at stage 1. It's never too late to quit. Even if you're still smoking, you need to ask your doctor about annual lung cancer screening. Just 30 minutes a year could save your life.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today. Frost likely this morning. Otherwise, we'll see mostly sunny skies for today. The afternoon high around 62. Tonight, mostly clear skies with a low around 37. And tomorrow, more frost in the morning and sunshine for the day. We'll see a high around 57. I'm meteorologist Kyle Butler from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hello, Charlie Stone here, and joining me is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I was noticing on your website you have more than 150 new 2024 and 2025 Hondas in stock right now.
Yes, we do, Charlie. It's neat when you drive by and see all the cars on our lot, and we have most all models and all different colors available, and we even have more than hundreds on the way. We also have the all-new, all-electric 2024 Honda Prologue in stock right now. We have a few of them to choose from. Plus, qualified buyers get financing from just 1.9% APR.
How about your pre-owned selection?
I talk to a lot of my customers and friends, and they still think that we just sell brand new Honda, but we sell all different models, make of pre-owned cars, and we have more than 100 to choose from right now.
Well, maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Tailored Life is your headquarters for all things fall in Bennett. Make the short drive down Highway 2 for tons of items for your home, both indoors and outdoors. Check out their variety of potted trees, mums, and more. Plus, porch pots and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Don't forget their home goods for indoors, plus convenient drinks and snacks, most of which are produced locally. Visit Tailored Life today in Bennett and stay tuned to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck events coming up.
General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today. I'm ready. Burgers? Check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer? Check. Except this one. I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread? I can't stop eating it. Rico, relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today in most local grocery stores.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Welcome to The Drive. with AD Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska East Sports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. We are joined by a very special guest, the Hall of Famer, Jay Foreman, in the house.
What up, Jay?
Yeah, what's happening, fellas?
I can't call it, brother.
On the screen, I'm trying to see. Hey, how my two other Mocha brothers doing, man? How you guys doing?
Jay's word association is so awesome. I'll say that.
How my pigmentation brothers doing, man? You guys good?
We good.
Doing good, man. Doing good, brother. Doing good, man.
Yeah.
What's
How
happening?
about you?
What's good, man?
Man, I was popping in here and was talking to Raff and Nick, so I just decided to stay for a couple minutes. I ain't trying to, break in on your party.
No, Jay, stay as long as you need to because I have to dip in about 10 minutes to get ready to make that little jaunt over to the venue.
I was not aware.
Surprise.
So we just talking college football for the rest of the show anyway, man. So definitely stay. Hey, go ahead.
Here's the thing, Jay. Let me ask you this. Ohio State, Oregon. Let's just start with the big one.
Yes.
Ohio State, Oregon. What in the world is Will Howard doing? I guess is that moment, is that just not thinking and just trying to do too much?
He thought it was just you're trying to get right at the last second. It's like I mean, that game came down to game management again. Was Ryan Day game clock management and a stupid rule, which we are in our text message.
Yeah,
like you shouldn't have a
loophole.
Defense. It's a Bill Belichick. Remember, he used to always do it to like the Ravens or something, where you have a defensive penalty. It's 5 yards, but you don't put the time back on the clock.
Yep.
And I don't even think, and to be honest, Dan Lanning didn't do that on purpose.
No. He was down there.
Yeah.
What the? But
so,
it ended up being genius.
I think the more, I guess the alarming thing, if I'm Ryan Day in Ohio State, is two things. And it's both sides of the ball. And AG, I want to ask you about this because I think Ohio State has the best combinations of running backs in the nation. I mean, it's not even close.
Yeah.
And Chip Kelly refused. It's almost like the Baltimore Ravens against the Chiefs last year. Chip Kelly refused to run the ball. He had one big run in the first couple series. Didn't run in AG. This one I'll ask you about this, and then AD, I'm going to ask you about the other side of the ball because you're a Steelers fan. But AG, talk about the lack of true intention to run the ball to slow down Oregon's momentum on the road, played right into Oregon's hands when you have two guys that can run the same plays, both effectively, speed, power, quickness. And so actually the advantage is in Ohio State's hand because you can run your whole playbook.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a two-headed monster in the backfield and you got a pretty good quarterback in Will Howard, just that one play, you got time to basically drain that clock. When it's 4-minute offense, I used to hear this a lot here in Green Bay. Hey, 4-minute offense and we get the ball, we running the ball. Your tongue gonna be dragging on the ground, AG, or anybody along with Ahman, Tony Fisher, Najee, because within we had myself that could do run and catch passes. Tony Fisher, same thing, and we're rotating these guys out. That's one game I remember particularly. We beat Tampa Bay that way in Tampa Bay because even though they got a top tier defense, But when you run the ball, you basically batter. And I mentioned this last week about running the ball. Not only does it drain the clock, it physically beats up a defense. And come fourth quarter, when you have 3 guys over 220 or guys that are really talented running the ball, that defense wants you to pass the ball. They like, we want to get off our D linemen, let our linebackers, kind of get in coverage, but we don't want to face your guys, because eventually at the end of the game, it's really a misnomer. They're going to just pick up yards. They're going to fall forward with plus yardage every time, because the defense will have no energy left and we'll get tired of getting beat up pretty much from the run game.
Yeah, and AD, man, I wanted to ask you about Ohio State defensively. I think the one thing that's really worrisome to me is that they brought in Jim Knowles a couple years ago, paid him a lot of money. Little shaky his first year, really good defense last year. Tommy Eichenberg is playing in the NFL now, and he was like the glue. But Denzel Burke came back, number 10. And he's almost like a couple years ago. Remember they had a cornerback. His last name was, I think it was Ward.
Denzel Ward.
And, he had a really good junior year, came back. He went from like a first-round pick to a fifth-round pick. Yeah. Denzel Burke was on the freeway of love. And that's what's probably, is that more concerning for you, AD, if you're an Ohio State fan, because of the defense, which should have been a lot better, really gave up that many explosive plays?
Jay, I was shocked because I expected Ohio State, and you guys, the other guys know that I predicted Ohio State to win that game because I didn't think Oregon, I said within 7 to 10, which was in that, but I didn't expect Oregon to score at will the way they did.
Yeah.
On a tested and a seasoned Ohio State defense, they exposed Ohio State, man. And Jay and Ahman and Nick and Raff, it wasn't just running the ball. They ran the ball. They throw the ball. They did the short routes, the intermediate routes. They had long runs, short runs. They got whatever they wanted when they needed it. So even when it was 20, I think it was 22-21, whatever, 15-12, what it was, they had to score, and they just marched down the field and did it. Yeah, Ohio State, and I'm going to tell you right now, I know I'm looking forward a little bit, because when you play Michigan and Ohio State, the records go out the window, okay? Oregon exposed Ohio State in some big ways, in my opinion. They really did, because from a running perspective, and obviously, to your point that you mentioned earlier, Oregon has 2 of the best running backs in the country, man. I mean, those boys can roll out. And I mean, Ohio State does. But I think going forward, Ryan Day, and Jay, in Columbus, them fans, man, they're
ready to get you up out of there.
They will get you out of there quick. And obviously, a lot of that measures on Michigan. But Ohio State, if they don't get that defense under control, they're going to have some problems later in the Big Ten. I mean, they're going to have some problems.
And not to mention, you're paying Chip Kelly $2 million annually, and you're paying Jim Knowles, $1.97 million. So essentially $2 million. You're spending $4 million on your coordinators,
and both of them were horrible.
And if when the lights shine the brightest, they
were
horrible.
Bad. That's before I get out of here, that's been Chip Kelly's Achilles heel. Over time, even in the league, Ahman, you remember that?
Yeah, not good.
Sometimes as a coordinator, you and I know he's going back to Oregon. Now you get there, and now you want to try to go, tit for tat.
Yep.
And that's the one thing about his offense and his mindset of that spread offense, when it's more of a scheme versus a system. You get, and we've seen it here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it played right. You definitely can't do that on the road. You just can't do that in the road. You cannot pass the ball and just line up and drop back. Yes, it was working, but you're playing right into their hands, because even if they tried to run the ball in the third or fourth quarter, the offensive line ain't even in that mindset.
And it feels like you have this unrealistic view of who Will Howard can be.
Well, hold on, man. This isn't the quarterback played fine.
He had one play. He had one wrong play.
I'm not talking about that play. I'm saying in general, they've had this list of over the last decade of true players at quarterback.
Yeah.
And I don't view Will Howard as a top 5 quarterback in the country.
He doesn't need to be.
He doesn't need to be. But that's my point, though, is they asked him to do a lot on Saturday when they could have handed it off to Quinshawn, who has 71 carries on the year, and Travion Henderson, who has 55.
Yeah, I think that's more of an indictment on Chip Kelly.
It is.
That's play calling.
I can tell you what, there's going to be guys that get drafted, and Will Howard would play longer in the NFL than them, as long as he stays healthy. Because he does a lot of things. He does a lot of things better than the guys that you hear about all the time.
You guys, real quick, when was the last time you can remember, besides Saturday, that Ohio State has given up 496 yards total offense? 400. And I'd be curious to know when they gave up 496 yards last time.
That's when they fired John Cooper.
Yep.
They had a picture of John Cooper on the highway. Gone the next day.
They had Purcell sign up in his yard. I mean, it was rough.
Yikes.
496 yards they gave up. And third down efficiency, Oregon was 6 of 14. What doesn't sound very good, but that 6 of 14 was in crucial situations when they converted, man. So you guys, Ohio State, and the thing about Ohio State's schedule, obviously they have us on the 26th. They have Penn State after us. Then they go to Purdue. Now, we'll talk about that Purdue when you guys probably come back, but I'm going to say right now, here's what I want to say before I have to leave out of here. I don't know if AG, if you've seen it, Raff and Nick, if you guys had seen it or not, where I just kind of seen on some social media posts where some people were comparing, we'll say Rutgers and Purdue. Well, I guess Rutgers and Purdue, I guess Rutgers wasn't that good then, so Nebraska's win is deflated a little bit because Rutgers got boat raced 42-7 by Wisconsin. Well, I'm like, okay, if you're going to say that, then you got to say, well, Purdue was a lot better than we thought they were because they took Illinois. That's why you can't compare games on schedules like that, because any given Saturday, teams will show up to play. It's AG, Raff, Nick, you guys all get this. It's a horrible barometer to judge a team based on how they played Nebraska or how we played them, because you'll get something totally different later on, man. Because Purdue, you think about that was one of the worst teams we had seen in a while. They take the team that beat us at Illinois to overtime, and I still think he made the wrong call by going for it. I think he should have just kept playing until the time. That's neither here or there right now. But you can't base our schedule based on the guys that we beat or lost to, based on who they play in the future, how the performances were. College football and pro football are crazy, man.
And that's why you don't go to social media and listen to fans post.
No,
because they're not the experts.
No,
they're emotional
hilarious.
beings. They're emotional beings.
Yes.
And
I was looking at that. I was like, why would you base your logic on that? I'm like, folks, come on.
Because there's no logic. They're irrational. Fans are irrational, especially, all fans. I started the show talking about this with professional fans. We talked about the Cowboy fans. And it's even ramped up, multiplied at the collegiate level for our fans, to Buckeye fans, to USC, UCLA, whoever the team is, Alabama fans, right? They have a cynical thing about them, irrational view on things. So yes, you're going to go on the Twitter or X, Instagram, and see posts, see memes of their teams debacle if they had a loss this weekend, right? And this game if anything, this game for Ohio State and obviously Oregon too is a wake-up call. And for both of them teams, because now, it gives Oregon momentum. It gives Ohio State some motivation, because now, and I mentioned this, I said, like, when the Big Ten welcome in UCLA, USC, and some of the other Pac-12 teams that came over, some of these teams may not be highly ranked, but they are still a team. Like USC, you saw them, they lost this weekend, but they only lost by like 3 points, and they're unranked. And they have talent. It's just, if you could put that talent together and make sure that talent's on the same page, offense, defense, and special teams, you're dealing with a team that's going to be competing. And now they're in the Big Ten to compete every year to make sure. So you got to go out to Cali, or you got to go out to the East Coast or whatever to play teams that have great caliber team players on the roster. Sometimes it's just a coaching mistake here or there that keeps them from getting in the win column.
Raff and AG, you're spot on with that, man. Raff, let me ask you: is Lincoln Riley, is the seat getting warm?
Oh yeah, yep, it is.
Is it, you said warm or warmed?
Is it getting warm?
It's getting warm.
Lincoln Riley.
Oh, you mean the hot seat?
Mm-hmm. Hey. Why so? What do you think is getting? Because that was a gut punch. They were up 18 points, something like that.
20-3. Yeah. They were up 20-3. Yep. Lincoln Riley now 1-5 against top 5 teams in his career.
Yeah, and LA is crazy like that. It's they don't attend games, but they still want to be
relevant.
So it's kind of a catch-22 there. I mean, they didn't even have a full stadium there on Saturday. So I mean, it's
surprise. It's Los Angeles.
You guys, granted, and Raff, I know you've been to that stadium. AG, of course, and you have. Nick, I'm not sure if you've been to that stadium before, but one thing people I think tend to forget. Hold on, the doggone phone's ringing, but nevertheless, the thing that people tend to forget with that
Oh, he went mute. He went mute. That's right. Anyway,
all right.
Go ahead. He's back.
Oh, I'm going to bring that point back up. There we go.
Hold on. He's got it. There we go. The wake-up call at 9:30.
Forget about that stadium. Those seats they showed that they had some seats, obviously the ones that were just, the field level that were full.
Yeah.
But that far back end zone, that stadium was built for for the Olympics. Those seats are horrible seats. I mean, you are so far away from the field, you would need binoculars. I mean, but to your point, yes, they have a hard time at USC filling that place out. But those seats in the end zone way back there, man, those seats are horrible seats as far as that goes. So the ones that the seats that were available, the better ones, those were capacity, those were somewhat full. But that one in the back end zone, I think it gives a false sense of how many people are there because they always show that end zone fairly empty. But I don't blame fans. I wouldn't sit back there. You got a better view somewhere in the local pub watching the game than back there. But
exactly. All right, Raffy, AD, you're out of here. Appreciate you. Hold on. So wait, tomorrow you gotta make the long pilgrimage from Omaha to Ogallala tonight. Is that correct?
That is happening tonight. I land in Omaha at 7. Knock on wood, there's no delays. I'm going to drive to probably Ogallala tonight. Raff, I'm going to have one of those 5-hour energy drinks. I've never had one before, man. But I know I'm just going to drink. I'm going to drink a lot of coffee today. Knock out one of those 5-hour energy drinks when I landed. I'm look at AG just
throw some water in there, man. Throw some water in there, please.
Well, water doesn't keep you up. That's got to have me peeing. That'll have me peeing every 10 miles.
Yeah, well, that keeps you up because you got to be woke to go use the bathroom.
AG, I pissed in my pants before sleeping.
Not driving a car. Were you driving a car? Exactly. My whole point proven.
When your prostate gets removed, your body starts to do different things.
That's awesome. And so then where are you at on Wednesday?
I'll be back on Wednesday, but Tuesday I will be out. I will be out tomorrow because, like I said, I'll actually be driving during that time.
I'll be out tomorrow as well. I'll be traveling, so I'll be back Wednesday.
Raffy!
Hello!
Raffy! It's you. All right, awesome. All right, Raff, take us to break.
All right, we're going to throw it to break. It's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Tailored Life is your headquarters for all things fall in Bennett. Make the short drive down Highway 2 for tons of items for your home, both indoors and outdoors. Check out their variety of potted trees, mums, and more. Plus, porch pots and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Don't forget their home goods for indoors, plus convenient drinks and snacks, most of which are produced locally. Visit Tailored Life today in Bennett and stay tuned to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck events coming up.
General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we want to thank all of our customers for a great September. And now it's time for our annual Halloween sales event happening right now at Koppel. Get 0% financing at Koppel. You heard right, 0% financing on select new models. Also, huge discounts up to $11,500 are available. It's our annual Halloween sales event. Get $11,500 off or 0% financing at Koppel. So please stop on by or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. 0% with roof credit.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Winter is upon us. Is your home prepared? If your furnace isn't keeping up or you've thought about replacing it, John Henry's has a new year, new unit special. When you purchase a select heating and cooling system from John Henry's, we will give you the furnace for free. There are also equipment and LES rebates up to an additional $850. This offer expires February 28th, so don't miss out. Find out more at jhlincoln.com or give John Henry's a call or text today.
435-5555. The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier Kawasaki dealership. Score big on Kawasaki's most dependable side-by-side, the Mule Pro, built to take on your most demanding days. Rule the streets on an Indian motorcycle with customer cash and trade-in credits up to $2,000 during the month of October. On or off-road, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered with a large selection of motorcycles and side-by-sides in stock at their new 27th and I-80 location. Stop by every Saturday for their Husker tailgate with free food, drinks, and games.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today.
I'm ready.
Burgers?
Check.
Chips?
Check.
Icy cold beer?
Check. Except this one.
I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread?
I can't stop eating it.
Rico,
relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today in most local grocery stores.
You never think cancer will happen to you. I smoked for over 40 years. My doctor recommended that I get annual lung cancer screening. They were able to catch my cancer at stage 1. It's never too late to quit. Even if you're still smoking, you need to ask your doctor about annual lung cancer screening. Just 30 minutes a year could save your life.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. Hour 2 is proudly sponsored by Doors Plus. If your garage door needs maintenance or you need an entirely new garage door, give Cameron Hall and his team a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus is locally owned and handles everything from residential or commercial garage doors, garage door openers, safety tune-ups, or custom design. Visit DoorsPlusLLC.com to learn more. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
That's right. AG, all right, I want to get more info from you on your weekend, man, because that was pretty sweet. Talk for the people that aren't on Twitter, aren't on social media, didn't see the video. Kind of just walk us through your weekend. Like what was everything that was kind of involved with that for the Packers?
Yeah, so flew in Thursday, and then Friday I got to do a pep talk to a military all branches flag football tournament. So It was branches from Navy, Army, Marines, and in the local family areas here in the Green Bay area. Every year they pick a game, and the day before the game they do a little football tournament with all the like I said, the services that live in the area. And so I was able to come and talk to them, give them a little bit of motivation before the day. I think it was day 1 or day 2 of the tournament started, and share my stories of playing at Lambeau, how we were teams and stuff like that. So it was really cool to see military families show up. And I've always been a big fan of that between my brothers. My one brother is a cop, another one was in the Army, family members. So like one of my great uncles was in the Navy years ago. I think he fought in World War I. So it was just something that has always been a part of my life. So loving to support that. And so they asked me to do that. I was like, for sure, I'll do that. Yeah. Then on Saturday, the Packers do a good job of bringing us in on former players to meet and greet with fans, tell our stories, they'll ask questions, about what was our favorite game or what was our favorite year to play on the team and how did our experience as a Packer, what that was. And I do a tour with the fans. So here in Lambeau Field, the stadium is open 365 and they have over, I think, 90 tours a day for majority of the year. In the off season included. So during the season, it's 90 tours. They have an hour tour, they have an hour and a half tour, and they have a 2-hour tour that's called the Legendary Tour. And that was I was a part of the Legendary Tour, where you basically go through different levels of the stadium. In the locker room, they get to see, where the guys meet up as a team, and we get to tell our stories when we stop at certain places, about the locker room, about being on the field, about being a coach up in the press box, stuff like that. So that was on Saturday, and then on Sunday, wake up, sign autographs, meet and greet with fans before the game, and then get announced coming out on the field to all the fans. And it's been over a year since I was here, since last year that I moved away from Green Bay, and so it was a pretty big deal. And with now, it's kind of solid that I'm gonna be the Packers' all-time leading rusher for some time now. I have already been already, but now with Aaron Jones, now a Viking, now it's got to reset. With Josh Jacobs and AJ Dillon once he comes back next year to see, how his career can move forward from his injury. So, yeah, it was just a fun weekend. A lot of friends up here that I've accumulated over the years. So a lot of meeting with people, visiting, having good times and stuff like that here in the Green Bay area.
That's cool. I just saw a video on Twitter actually of it's like, I've never been to Lambeau, but it's like house, and then just
stadium.
Lambeau.
Yeah, stadium.
It's kind of bizarre. Like it's kind of refreshing because in this world of everything needs to be downtown, everybody wants stadiums for their professional teams downtown. It's cool being able to see places like Lambeau, and even Arrowhead currently sits there, where 100%. It's like not in the center of everything. It's kind of nice. It's kind of enjoyable to see.
Yeah, it's interesting. And I mean, years ago, my first time to Lambeau was as a Seahawk. We played them on Monday Night Football my rookie year, and actually 99 season, my second year in the league. And I remember coming in. It was just like that. We flew into Appleton, which I was like, wow, this is a small airport. I thought Lincoln Airport was small at that time. And that because that was the only thing I experienced. I'm in my second year in the league. We stay at a hotel called the Paper Valley Hotel. It's like, and they named it. Actually, it's now they have a Lombardi Steakhouse. So Vince Lombardi has his steakhouse in that hotel. And I didn't leave my room because I looked around, driving to the hotel. It's like there's nothing to do here. So I'm like, I'm just stay in my room and watch movies all day long, which I did. And then woke up the next morning, got on the bus to Lambeau, which is about a 30, 45 minute drive. And then I'm pulling up and I'm like, and like you said, house. We come off the freeway, grocery store, Kmart. If you remember Kmart.
Oh, yeah.
It was a Kmart. And then boom, Lambeau. I'm like, what this? Oh, it's like this. Okay. It was so really, really interesting. The fans tailgating, I think it was a night game. So it was, like I said, it was a Monday night game. So, and what I found out once I became a Packer, them fans been tailgating since 8 a.m. and it was an 7 o'clock kickoff. So it was like, man, they go hard and heavy. And I found out, that the next year later, that they were all fanatical, no different than Husker fans.
So AJ, I got to ask you, it was brought up to me that you looked a little chilly yesterday when you were walking out on the field. Will this be your final game going to in Green Bay for the year, or do you make it up when it gets a little bit brisker?
Nah, man, I have adapted to the polar tundra that comes around this year. So no, I'll probably be back. Me and my wife, some of our friends was pointing out like we have the 49ers game that's coming up. That's going to be a home game for them. And so we're looking at that game. So we're definitely going to be back up here one more time. And then I myself, I'm going to be going to some away games. So they play Jacksonville. So we'll see how that goes. Just, with all this destruction down in that area, see what gets back to functional in that area. And then that's in October. That's here in 2 weeks. That's the weekend actually that the Buckeyes come into town to play us, or we go to Buckeyes to play them in Columbus. And then another weekend, the Packers play the Seattle Seahawks in December. I believe it's December 17th. And I haven't been to Seattle as a fan to watch the game up there since I left, since I got traded. I've been there with family on trips, visiting or spectating, being a fan of the city, but never there to go to watch a football game. So I'm definitely going to do that, tailgate with fans, and then the next day go to the game and be in that stadium. So I'm going to call up my Seahawk compadres and see if they can help out with some tickets. I got about a couple months, so I think I could get 2 tickets for me and my wife.
So do you cheer for the Packers then, or?
Man, that's gonna be tough. I cheer for both. I'm like that mom and dad where I got a son that plays for the Packers and a son that plays for the Seahawks. And it was really cool. I got a chance to meet Bo Milton's uncle and auntie, and I didn't realize his brother played for the Cardinals.
Yep.
So Bo Milton is a wide receiver for the current Packers, and his brother, dang it, I had his name in my head, but his brother is a cornerback for the Arizona Cardinals. And actually, this is their second time playing against each other during their short NFL careers. So
interesting.
I was like, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, brothers playing against each other, opposite positions. So it was pretty cool.
That's awesome. All right, guys, we got one segment left, gentlemen.
All right, we'll throw it a break. This is The Drive, 93.7, The Ticket.
Attention students and anyone else looking for a great deal. Sun Valley Lanes and Games has the ultimate weeknight special. For just $15.95, enjoy unlimited bowling, lucky putt mini golf, and laser tag. Flash your college ID at check-in to receive $2 off your admission. It's the perfect way to unwind Sunday through Thursday nights. Check out sunvalleylanes.com for hours and availability. Sun Valley Lanes and Games, located at 321 Victory Lane.
Lincoln's best place to meet, eat, and compete. Sun Valley.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Couple Chevrolet GMC, and we want to thank all of our customers for a great September. And now it's time for our annual Halloween sales event happening right now at Koppel. Get 0% financing at Koppel. You heard right, 0% financing on select new models. Also, huge discounts up to $11,500 are available. It's our annual Halloween sales event. Get $11,500 off or 0% financing at Koppel. So please stop on by or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. 0% with roof credit.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Be sure to check out the top-selling Recomp. Recomp helps build lean muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. Recomp is ideal for men and women of all ages trying to look their best. Recomp can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Brought to you by General Fire and Safety, Raisin Canes, Perch Merch, Sunbelt Rentals, Mullen Motors, Select Plumbing, and the Kindler Hotel on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The electrical workers of local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Patriot Plumbing at 402-464-7411 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-464-7411.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Monday, a brisk Monday. People rolling into work, at work.
We got to get to this on the text line real quick, guys. From Twizzlers. Shout out to my beautiful, this is Twizzlers, beautiful, loving wife, Abby. Celebrated their first year anniversary yesterday.
Awesome.
Congrats to Twizzlers and Abby.
Thunder Knot Collins' birthday's today. Happy birthday, Thunder Knot Collins.
That's
right.
Happy birthday.
AG, real quick, before we get to Raff's good take, Josh in Davie asks you, what was the downfall of Eddie Lacy? That's a guy a lot of people forget about.
Yeah, they do. He was actually here this weekend. We didn't get a chance to hook up, but he was here, and Sam Congato, if you remember him.
There's a lot of jokes made about Eddie Lacy in that situation, but
people got to stop. People got to stop.
In your opinion, kind of walk us through that one.
Yeah, people got to stop. It's something. It actually deals with mental health, and this is where people got to stop with what happened with Eddie. So I met Eddie his rookie year. I was a internship candidate to coach. So I was here during training camp, that whole training camp, and it was him and a couple other. I say one other rookie that year did fantastic for the Packers as a player. David Bakhtiari was also a rookie then 2013. So I'm in the running back room with him pretty much every day for that training camp, teaching them, showing them things, that I experienced and I could pass down. And we got close, so we exchanged numbers. And then as the season went on, I didn't get brought on. So I watched the season and I just saw him having a great year. He had a fantastic rookie year, offensive player of the year and everything. Then you fast forward to year 2 and year 3 where he started, season 2 again started well. I think it was more season 3 where things started to change for him. And something, that he shared with me that first year was that he was a Katrina refugee. So his family was living in New Orleans when Katrina hit, and they had to, their home got destroyed and they had to be in the Superdome where they put some families, that FEMA put families that were in that spot where they didn't have a home to go to. And so Superdome became a home for a lot of families, but then it was a lot of things going on there in the dome. They wasn't getting policed by FEMA. And so families were unfortunately getting into fights. And I believe there was some unfortunate situations doing with rape and all type of things, between not having enough food and all that stuff. So he was in his, I believe, 12 or 13 at that time. And, when that got hit, then he, got to high school. I think they moved to Tennessee for a little bit because they got displaced because of FEMA, Katrina. So he told me that kind of story about himself. And so when I saw a press conference by Mike McCarthy ask, reporters ask him that same question, what's going on with Eddie, this, that, and the other. And his answer basically threw Eddie under the bus. I can't remember exactly word for word what he said, but his comment was closely to the point, well, he's a professional. He has to deal with it, this, that, and the other, and something else added to that. And right there, I was like, whoa. I was like, I know Eddie had shared that story with Coach McCarthy as well. So he took some, real vital information that was shared to him as a coach and used it against his player in a sense of being professional. And I was like, I get all that, but that was something that was kind of told to you in confidence. And now you used it as ammunition, and that this basically shot Eddie down. And so from that time, he went downhill from there. And I reached out to him a couple of times, and he didn't reach out to me right away. But then eventually he did. And he said to me that was the reason why when I heard that press conference, I kind of shut down, because now, I was sharing that with him because as a coach, when you have a head coach or assistant coach, you share stuff with them that they'll support you through it. Because so what he was doing in the off season, that's when he started gaining weight, and he was going home and he wasn't over those memories of Katrina being in the Superdome. So he was having PTSD flashbacks, and his comfort was eating his mother's food. So when his mom would cook dinner, breakfast, lunch, he wouldn't work out. He would just eat and then go play basketball and then come home and keep eating, because he hadn't gotten over that Katrina time his family spent in the Superdome in New Orleans when the hurricane hit there way back in, I think, 2006 or whatever, 2004 or 5, whatever it was. And it was that. And then when people bring this up, I tell people, if they're sitting next to me, I say, you better stop. I say, because you don't know the whole story of why he kind of shut down and started gaining weight the way he did.
Yeah, that's crazy because he was so talented. I mean, obviously at Alabama, he was a 3-time champion, I believe. He won three titles at Bama. He was a 2nd-round pick. Like you said,
offensive player of the year in 2013.
Yeah, like I mean, he was a legit dude, and looked to be like somebody that the Packers could really hold on to for a long time and have a really sustainable career there. But unfortunately, just all that other stuff happened. All right, Raffi,
life happened.
Yeah, you're right. RGT today, Raff, what you got?
All right, everybody. Today's Raff's Good Take goes out to a pillar of the Lincoln community, Dr. Jake Kirkland. Dr. Kirkland is an alumni at Chadron State College, and this weekend at homecoming, he will be receiving the Distinguished Alumni Award. They're up at Chadron State. Everybody that knows Dr. Kirkland, he's been at the University of Nebraska for a super long time, from counseling, from was it student services?
Yep.
He's done it all. Just a great person, great pillar of the city of Lincoln. So Dr. Kirkland, you are Raff's Good Take for all the great things that you have done for the state of Nebraska.
AG, any final words?
Yeah, man, I got a good little quote here I found. It says, never give up on a dream just because of the time it will take to accomplish it. So
there you have it.
No matter how long it takes, keep shooting for your dreams and make sure you complete them. Yep.
Thank you. All right, boys. AG, safe travels back to H-Town. We will talk to you on Wednesday on the show. Raff, you and I tomorrow, man.
Hello.
Here we go. Take it away.
Wild. All right, everyone. Have a great
Let's get wild.
Remember, be nice to each other, and we will talk to you tomorrow.